Hey everybody, welcome to Obscurities and Miniatures. Today I've got myself a nice little treat. Not only was it a gift for Valentine's Day that I was allowed to get, only because my wife didn't know where to find this stuff, but I think this is the first time I finally have gotten a hold of one of the First Blood starter sets. So First Blood is the skirmish level, smaller scale version of Parabellum's Conquest rule set. It uses the same models, just at a much smaller amount. So this is, as I said, a skirmish starter set. And the cool thing about this, I got the Hundred Kingdoms one only because these are the only models that I have yet to build the plastic versions of. Everything else, I think, at one point or another, and even if I haven't shown it on the channel yet, I have built every single other plastic kit that Parabellum has made. So the cool thing about these, first of all, you get the rulebook in here. You get a resin leader unit, and then you get a variety of plastic troops as well. So in this case, we have, as we try to get it back in focus there, so we've got 4 of the militia. You can build them as bowmen or as pike-wielding militia. You can get 4 of either the Gilded Legion or the Household Guard. I don't know which is which. One has capes, one has little conquistador helmets, one has pikes, and one has spears, I believe. I think that's the difference. One has really flashy capes, though, too. And then you get a noble lord here in addition to that. So the nobles and the resins are usually about 20-something as it is. The book's about 10-something. The fact that you get a bunch of different plastics and you can build them however you want. You know, I've seen these going for about, I think they're like 40 or 50. So to me, that's a pretty reasonable deal, and it's a nice, easy way to get started. That's literally all you need in order to at least try out the skirmish base game. So, see, you get yourself just like actual retail packaging. We got our noble lord in there. You got your command card. Might as well just go ahead and do an official unboxing of them today with this. Do you want to come out of your plastic container there? Maybe. Leg. Head. Out of focus body. Come on, man. That's not fun. Maybe this is in the way? I want to look closer at the resin. There we go. Okay, so a little bit of flash, not a whole problem for cleanup there. Then you have the arms. See? Most of the resins I've built have honestly been a lot cleaner than that. Not that that's a huge issue. I just want to be aware of that those are going to be resin, those hero models. This looks to be our Household Guard, Gilded Legion guys. You can tell, because like I said, they got the fancy capes. So it looks like they actually have the shaft of the polearm, and then they have either the spear tips or the polearm there. And then for the heads, I think these are the Household Guards, have the heavy armored plate type helmets. And then you have these guys that are going to wear the I think that's their conquistador style helmets. I can't think of the name. One thing that's always nice about these is that the parts are usually pretty clearly labeled as to what goes to what. And so somewhere, so let's see, this is a letter C, this is a letter B. So if you cut everything off the sprue, that's a letter B. You're going to be able to figure out where everything is going to go if you just leave a big pile of parts laying around on the table. There's an A. Not that that's going to be a big issue. I don't see it on the, usually it's on the side of the box. Down there, that QR code will actually take you to the Parabellum website where they do have PDFs available of all of the plastic kits and how to put them together. None of the resins, but that's not a big deal. And more of the same. Casting quality looks pretty nice. I have not built these, and again, these are the only plastics at this point I have not built. Kind of the reason I wanted to get it. You do get the movement tray bases for the ranked units. So if you do want to take these guys and put them into an actual full rank and file type game, you do have that option available to you later on. Command cards. Okay, I was right. See, Gilded Legion, Household Guard, the Bowman, and the poor-looking militia. Rulebook. And then the militia sprue as well. So you can see here, you do have all the parts necessary to build them however you'd like. And you might have a few parts left over too, so that's always a plus. I'm assuming there's enough bows. Yeah, there's 4. So yeah, you can build them either way. There are 4 halberds, polearms, what have you, and then the 4 bow and arrows and quivers. So these guys, I don't know if they have any special designation on the parts. I think they're just kind of whatever. The bodies are all very at ease. Not the most exciting of action stances. Taking a moment to rip open the rulebook. I have not seen this rulebook yet. And as far as I know, this is the only printed version available. They can be purchased separately outside of this. But even better, if you do want to just check out the rules for the skirmish game, everything is available for free. You can, just like with the instructions, you can check out Parabellum's website and it'll have everything you need. Lineage Highborn, who I have yet to actually show off on this channel. I do like that we have a lot more artwork in here. That was my big gripe about the original Get Started Quick Start rulebook, was there wasn't much in the way of art. This doesn't look like it's got a lot of the lore, but ooh yay, we've got all the various masteries and items and stuff like that. Oh, it's a dwarf, okay. Dweghom. Elevation, so there is quite a bit in here. Special rules, victory points. I like this book. It smells nice too. Here's what I was interested in. Now I've looked over some of these army lists online. I'm curious to see if there's anything different. There are quite a few models that have yet to actually get released though. So you're always welcome to design your own, like the Ranger Corps. I don't think we've seen yet. I know we've got the Longbowmen and the crossbows and the militia. Hunter Cadre, I think they've just shown the, like for pre-order, mounted squires of any sort we have not seen. The various orders, of which there are quite a few. Sakari, we have not seen yet. There's a lot of different orders there. Various lieutenants you can use, special weapons and mastery. The Spires are in here. I'm curious to see if the new, what are they called? The Orcs. Avatar. Oh, yay. Can I just run nothing but Avatara? 55 points a model. Sadly, we still do not have the Leonine or the Terraphons. I want a Terraphon. That sounds cool. They're flying. Centaur Avatar. I think those are like the 6-armed ones that I saw that I really liked. See, that's the thing. The Spires were the first faction that really drew me in with their unique, distinct look, but they haven't got a lot of the cool models. I mean, yeah, they've got like the Avatara. And that's the thing. At this point, I think I've built and painted just about almost every single unit type available. So we're good to go to play this. We don't even need the Hundred Kingdoms. But I absolutely am looking forward to playing around with this. Dweghom, I think we have just about everybody painted. It looks like so. This is just going to have the basic, and by basic I mean all of the original starting factions. The Spires, the Hundred Kingdoms, the Dweghom, and the Nords. Am I forgetting anybody? I don't think so. Just those 4 factions, right? And then the 5th are going to be the Orcs. And the 6th, I believe, they should be wrapping up, at least as of the time of filming this, they're wrapping up the vote for who gets to be the 6th. So anyway, that's enough rambling for now. Let me actually go put these models together, and we'll take a look, and I'll have a good excuse to drag out all of my various Conquest models. Oh, yay. Sit tight. All right, we got our Hundred Kingdoms Skirmishers all put together, and I don't remember which is which. Okay, that's the Gilded Legion, if I remember correctly. And there should be another one here somewhere. Here we go. With their elaborate cloaks and halberds. I don't like his pose. And then... Are these the House Guard or something like that? I don't remember their names either. A bit more straightforward. A bit more heavily armored. So I built 2 and 2. Since I've got the cards, I'm good to go in that regard. And I'm looking, just out of curiosity, how they compare to an actual Steel Legion model. So I have no real desire to play Hundred Kingdoms, but I've got a pretty well-stocked retinue to hang around with the Noble Lord here. I gotta say that is a nice little bonus. You get one of the resin character models included, as well as the rulebook, and the rulebook does have stats for just about everything except for the Wadrhun, which at the time of this video weren't released yet. They're coming. Mine are on order, but they're not here yet. And, oh, we can't forget the militia. Not the most exciting stat-wise or model-wise, but you know what? They get the job done, and I went ahead and built 2 of the Archer ones as well, since I've got access to the cards for their activations. Might as well have a few, right? Why not? So, grabbing a couple of other Conquest models, I should have some men-at-arms laying around. So, funny enough, these guys look a little bit taller than the men-at-arms, but he's definitely a little bit more bulked out in terms of armor. Nowhere near our Steel Legion friend here, but they're just, you know, cool like that. Of course, they're not as hulked out as some of the Nord stuff, which, at this point, I think I have almost everything painted for them. I mean, they've got some big dudes. Of course, I think some of the legions and household guard types probably give some of the Nords a good run for their money. They got those big flashy cloaks as well, though. Now, if you were thinking about, oh, I'm going to get a bunch of lowly militia peasant types and, you know, bolster my Empire forces or something like that, I don't really recommend it as the drill sergeant, or no, that's the veteran sergeant or whatever from the men-at-arms. So here you see an actual GW model with these guys. They're just going to be totally overshadowed on the table. But I think with like-sized models, especially stuff from Conquest, I think they're going to look really good. The level of detail and quality on these continues to improve. And like I said before, I hadn't built any of the kits in this, so it's a nice little set of models to get us started using the Conquest rules with the First Blood rulebook that's included. So overall, a nice little deal. I am looking forward to giving it a try. In the future, it seems my brother has decided with the release of these to the mass market, he wants to give those Spires a shot. So I guess I can begrudgingly let him run one of the many factions that Parabellum's put out. So overall, nice little set. I do like the fact that everything included is one of the dual kits. So you have some options as to what you get to put together. And the kits themselves, other than needing a bit of cleaning up, and even I need to go back and fix up some of these guys. That's the biggest minus that I can really think of when it comes to the Conquest stuff. The models just need a lot of work. There's a lot of contact points, and they do need a lot of cleanup. But, I mean, once they are put together, they do turn out pretty cool. I am a big fan of what Parabellum's doing. The models don't look like everything else out there, like these Dweghom Flame Berserkers. But even with the more traditional, straightforward stuff, I still think that they look nice, they look flashy, and, you know, given a nice, good paint job, I'll match them up with my Steel Legion. They paint up well, they paint up easy, and they'll look cool when they're all ranked up, if you're going to go that route. Me, I'm probably going to stick with skirmishing for the time being. If you're interested, I absolutely do recommend taking a look at Parabellum's site because there is all kinds of background lore and info if you're into that kind of stuff, which you probably are if you play these kinds of games. So, take a look over there, see if anything tickles your fancy, and we'll be back here with plenty more Conquest reviews as the models trickle into my paws. With that said, this has been High Lord Tamberlane with Obscurities and Miniatures, saying thanks for watching, and see you back here soon. Bye-bye.